Thanks, Don. We are getting ready for delays tomorrow already. Isle of Wight schools will operate on a 2-hour delay tomorrow. This comes after 2 days off, which may have put a lot of people in hibernation mode. If you haven't ventured out, here is a live look at the roads, courtesy of Chopper 10. Again, the main roads, they do look pretty good, but as we've learned this winter, it's those pesky neighborhood roads that can be tricky. We've seen the view from above, so now let's get a look at the conditions on the ground. 10 on your side's Liz Palka and her photographer, Kenny Becker. They've been driving around town for us for the past hour or so. They join us now from Virginia Beach. Chesapeake looked really good at 4 o'clock. What does Virginia Beach look like, Liz?
Yeah, guys, and I have to say that Virginia Beach looks good as well, especially when you compare it to what it was like earlier in the morning. We are on Shore Drive right now. I am in the passenger seat. Photojournalist Kenny Becker is driving. We have a small camera attached to the windshield here so we can show you everything we're seeing throughout our evening newscast as we're driving around. We came down Northampton Boulevard and are now on Shore Drive, and I want to just describe to you what it was like this morning. It was almost like an ice skating rink. You had to drive way under the speed limit. Cars were slipping and sliding everywhere. I did see quite a few accidents and a police presence out on Northampton Boulevard just making sure that drivers were okay. Now here, hours later, and even by noon today, it is completely different. The roads still have a lot of that spray on it just from all the snow and ice and slush that's melting. If anything, what people are telling me about on social media, talking with them on Twitter and Facebook, what they're seeing is just a lot of that snow in some of the turning lanes that's still there. And of course, the neighborhood streets, that's where they're still seeing a lot of it. But now what people are worried about from Public Works is all of that refreeze. So they will have crews out still overnight trying to check on those areas. We're going to continue driving around Virginia Beach. Check back in with us in a little bit. We'll show you what we're seeing. Back to you, Stephanie.
All right, Liz, thanks so much. We appreciate it.
To the peninsula now, which saw the first effects of the winter weather yesterday. 10 on your side has you covered in Hampton. And MacNamara is along Mercury Boulevard, and that's normally a busy area. Are you seeing much traffic out there?
Yes, a lot of traffic out here. It's a very busy area, and it's also very clear tonight. We just saw that spitting that Don was talking about. Not quite drizzle, not quite ice coming down in Hampton. Before that, the main roads were almost bare, and they were actually drying out. Today, we met a man who rides a scooter instead of drives in a car to work, and we asked him to compare last night's storm and the road conditions then to right now this afternoon, and he said what a difference a day makes.
I just like the way everybody waves at me, you know what I'm saying? Beats the horn and stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool.
TJ McMahon doesn't have a car, so last night when he had to return a movie, he took his scooter out into the storm.
Well, I went home last night, watched Thor, and then I had to return it, so I didn't get charged an extra $1, so I left out and I couldn't see. I had my clear glasses on and all that, and I couldn't see going down the road and stuff. Had to take it like 4 miles an hour.
4 miles an hour compared to his typical 30.
I kept my feet planted. And as I was going down the road, I used them as like training wheels on a little kid's bike to keep me straight up and down.
But today, no slipping or sliding. Peninsula Public Works crews salted and sanded the primary roads, and most of them were bare by the afternoon. We asked McMahon how they looked from his view.
Nah, no slipping, not today. They did a good job on the roads today, salting it down and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So once the sun came out, it pretty much took care of everything.
The only worry now, the neighborhood roads, where the sun's rays couldn't reach. And remember, those neighborhood roads, those back roads, will not ever be the focus of the Public Works crews. They say there simply aren't enough resources, and they're more concerned about primary and secondary roads. And they're especially concerned overnight with this idea of refreezing. It happened last night, and they're going to work through the night if they have to make sure it does not happen again, because they do not want people slipping and sliding during the morning commute. Live in Hampton, I'm Ann McNamara, 10 on your side.
We're on your side until all of the snow melts. More live team coverage still ahead on Wavy News 10 at 6 and on wavy.com. We posted a photo slideshow of the snow shown through the lens of Chopper 10.